Boom! How you doing, everyone? This is a quick one. I'm just gonna throw in my thoughts and my kind of fresh-ish impression of India. South India, a village near Coimbatore, near Isha Yoga Center. It's, everywhere vibe is different. That's what everyone says. I kind of believe that because India is a huge country, so this is part of the experience. But I think there's some cultural elements that are kind of throughout, so there will be some consistent things. But basically, this is an invitation for you to travel more, right? Because the real difference of the place cannot really be understood intellectually. We don't travel to places often because we think we're gonna understand what it's gonna be. We're like, yeah, I know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be dirty and chaotic and unorganized and bad traffic. That's what a lot of people think of India. And they're not necessarily wrong per se, but there's a lot of elements in the culture that are present, and I think it's due to, it primarily focus being on spirituality, that there is a very relaxed vibe in the space. There's certain looseness. People are not too attached to things, and I think that's one of the reasons that maybe some people don't respect personal space so much. And maybe driving culture is a little bit more chilled because they're like, yeah, whatever, what's gonna happen? What's the worst that can happen? Death isn't even that bad, maybe for some of them, right? Although I wouldn't say it's quite desirable outcome. But I think seeing the difference from Europe and having that, seeing how relaxed it can be, can really give you perspective. And perspective is probably one of the biggest things that can benefit your personal growth. And influence your growth in business or your creative output or anything that you're doing, really, right? Even if you have a job that you hate, you might actually start really appreciating it. And knowing intellectually that someone else has it worse than you, and you've seen kind of places that are less economically developed, there's less infrastructure, knowing it intellectually kind of makes you just be like, yeah, it's true, but me, I want more. But really actually living in a place like that, at least for some time, not in a resort, not in a safe space like even the ashram or the hotel or something, but actually being out in the real world of the environment. When you see how difficult things are for a lot of people, right? When you see how it can be, it really becomes hard to complain. Now look, we have purpose and we do things. It's not just about making money, right? For me, especially in my case with this channel, the goal is to actually help people raise the consciousness, help people to have more fruitful and more fulfilling lives. Therefore, there are certain requirements that I need that are an absolute must for me to be able to do that work. One of them is electricity, and another one is internet, and both are not easily available in this part of India. And so that just really makes me appreciate the fact that there are places where it's actually normal to have it constant. Cities with stable internet and stable electricity, right? Stable water, although water here is stable so far. But these two, I'm even thinking, okay, if I really want to take my business and my YouTube channel further, I would have to move out of here somewhere with a bit more infrastructure so I can actually stably create content, stably learn more about things, have my calls without delays and bumps and not having to repeat myself and all that. So this is some of the fresh thoughts, but the invitation is for you to have a look and actually explore. I'm going to throw in a couple shots from me driving around and filming stuff, so just gives you a quick vibe of the environment, a quick flavor. You can appreciate the greenery as well. It's really beautiful. The air is fresh, although it's dusty, so I wouldn't really say it's a huge difference, but I think it is up here, but it's dusty and the nose does get stuff. The prices are great, obviously, everything knows that. The fresh fruit quality is good. Really challenge yourself and put yourself in a situation where you experience, not just to actually understand, different world. And that will be an opportunity for you to grow. Stay tuned for more.